blind date. Have you noticed when you're single, everybody knows somebody, right? Everybody has a friend, everybody knows somebody, and you'll hit it off. I know you will, and you're kind of going, but when you're dating, and if you're out there in the dating world, then you should go and see what it's about, because you never know. And I also believe that most people who meet each other online and then meet for the first time, that's technically a blind date, because you've never been face to face with somebody, and you may think that you know them, but knowing them in real life is very different than behind a keyboard, and that is a fact. In fact, I'm going to do a video about that, when the online relationship goes real life. But anyway, so you are going to go on a blind date, and you're like, ooh, that's like nerve-wracking in itself to me. I don't know, just like, but some people are like, up for the challenge, and they think it's great, and good for you. But how do you act on a first date or a blind date? Well, much like the first date, show up as yourself, the authentic you. You have nothing to prove, you have nothing to, and go into it with that mentality that you're meeting a friend, and it'll help you relax, and it'll help, if you're nervous, it'll help calm your nerves, and just be you. Depending on what you're doing for this blind date, you could be a little playful, you can, speak a little bit, ask some questions, but not too many questions. Not on a blind date. It's not a good idea. And just kind of see where it goes. I will tell you that 10 to 20% of blind dates turn into a relationship, but not that many actually go long term or end up in marriage or, a commitment. So keep that in mind, but don't focus on that, and don't focus on the what ifs. And if you're out with somebody on the blind date, and there's like a lull in the awkward silence, well, think of something clever. I love clever. Be creative and just ask a question. And I say it all the time, I love hypotheticals, because it makes people think, and you can actually learn a lot about somebody if you listen to their answer. And pay attention to the person. Pay attention with an open mind that, like I said, look at it as you're getting to know a new friend. And, if you end up with just a friend, great. Can't have too many friends, right? But don't go into it, with, a lot of expectations. As with any first date, you just shouldn't have those expectations, because very, very few times are those expectations going to be met. Because, we played out in our head how it's going to be, and it's never quite how you think it's going to be. Good or bad, it's never that way. So don't do it. It'll save you some disappointment later on. But if you're going to go on a blind date, good for you. Good luck, and just be you. Always be the authentic you. It's the best way to present yourself, always. Good luck.